Hey, good morning, everybody. I believe we should be live. Check this real quick. Yeah, it looks like we are. That's kind of cool. Well, good morning. Good Tuesday morning to everybody. Hope everybody is doing well. So, wanted to do something a little bit different today. I was going to go through some of the channels that I like to watch on YouTube to gain some knowledge, to expand the mind, expand the horizons as I sip on the morning coffee here with you guys. So, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, so I'm kind of veered away quite a bit from YouTube here, and I have a bunch of subscriptions. And do I keep up with them all? No, I do not. Have I in the past? Yeah, I kind of did quite a bit on YouTube in the past, but I don't know. Some of the live streams I deleted. Kind of getting more into the live stream thing, merging back over to D Live because of the censorship that's happening over here. There's quite a bit of censorship, you know. Not on D Live per se, but just on YouTube. Had this channel for a long time, and changed the names a couple of times, but mainly the reason I was over here is because I enjoyed doing videos at the time, and I'll probably still do a few more. You know, just the editing and all that is a little time consuming. I like it though. You can put music, you can kind of create some content that is more crisp and clear and that flows better than the raw live action of live streaming, which I kind of dig. I like that aspect of it. I like that aspect. I think it's good for the mind to keep things going. But anyhow, I was going to go over some channels here that, yeah, I kind of followed. I don't even know why I'm with Dutch Sense because his videos are super long. Now he's doing a 24-hour thing. But the guy, I have to tell you that he is on it, man. See, look how long his videos are. He's got some that are hour 40, hour 30. They're long, and he's got this 24-hour thing, but man, does this guy know his stuff about earthquakes? I mean, he's got the maps, he's got it pegged, his predictions are pretty on it. They're just a little bit long for me. But yeah, get a little bit of news from that guy. Yeah. So then we'll go over to RFB2. What can I say about this guy, Richie from Boston? He's got two channels back up. You know, he started the whole thing about the chemtrails. You can see up here. NASA celebrating 50 years since the moon landing. He's definitely in the flat earth school. Some of the stuff he brings about, though, I think are right on. You know, he's gotten real kind of commercialized lately. He's really pushing the kind of prepping thing and the prepping food at the beginning of his videos now. But a lot of the stuff he brought out and kind of sees is pretty interesting, you know. So that's just like all these channels, man. You really have to tap into discernment and see, you know, what feels good and what seems right. Um, but yeah, look at some of these titles. They're trying to hide the moon because of this. Yep, maybe. Uh, Trump Noahide laws. Now, this is interesting. Do not deny the seven Noahide laws. Do not deny God. Do not blaspheme God. Do not murder. Do not engage in illicit sexual relations. Do not steal. Do not eat from a live animal. Sushi? No, that's not really live, though. Just hasn't cooked. Create a legal system of justice. I mean, man, it'd be nice if the rule was like that. So he talks about Trump, the end of the internet. Yeah, they definitely are getting some censorship, and the end of the internet, and probably wearables and tech. It's going to get more and more and more into the way I kind of see it, into kind of a Siri type. Everything is smart and you're just going to speak. You're not going to type. You don't need to read or spell because you just basically talk, and then it's going to get into neural lay. So you don't even have to talk anymore. You just think about it. Interesting. So more about Trump, Nibiru, the sun exposed. Now this is pretty interesting how they do, when they laid out the cities, how some of these lines fall in these, and what they make. That is really interesting there, I think. So you get the Pentagon here over, that's probably in Washington, D.C., 9th Ave, yeah. So this is his backup channel when conspiracy becomes news. And the whole world about conspiracy thing is pretty funky. He talks about the aliens, which are probably demons. One thing he did bring out, which is really interesting, is what I'm talking into and everybody looks at nowadays, is the screen mirror thing. Man, if you look up screen mirror, that's pretty interesting. What a screen mirror does, and if you turn your laptop or your screen or your television off, it's pretty much a screen mirror. So over at Dabu is over here on D Live now, and he's got a good crew. He brings out the truth. His videos out here on YouTube are short and sweet, dude. They're, down to the 2 minute. He's been at it a long time. I resonate with, probably 80-90% of his material. I think he's out there fairly legit, He's been at it for a while. And you ought to catch his show over here on D Live. It's pretty interesting. Yeah, he brought his crew over. And he's into the music. He's doing a little bit more music thing over here. So here is Richie from Boston's main channel. Golden Gate and Temple Mound, yeah, like McDonald's. Now that's kind of interesting. He brings out some interesting facts, something to ponder over for sure. Break event, Doom of the Rock erupts. Dome, the Rock erupts, man. You need to brush up on me reading for sure. So the Nikon P1000 Sirius Star Sematics watch in UHD. See, yesterday I had the P900. I know the P1000's out, and I got rid of it, but watching these things with the P900 and zooming into the stars and like the horizon, the whole flat earth thing, it's pretty revealing. It's like, why is it doing these things? It is wild when you zoom in with these high-powered zoom cameras into the stars. They look like these things right here. They're just crazy squiggly things. So to me, I question all of that. Not that this isn't what I'm seeing. I question what they've been telling us, so now I want to get back to a high-powered telescope and look up there and see what it is after doing the whole P900 1000 thing. So there's that. Many Fish. Now this is a friend of Richie. Looks like they're mimicking the same thing over here. 811, 4 shot in San Francisco, McDonald Golden Arches. So yeah, I don't really keep up with the news as much as I probably should. It's just, wow. So I guess there's an event, 811 over here, and this guy does some pretty good research. He talks about the numerology and stuff. Pretty informative. I think this cat's legit for sure. Alexander Misko. This kid is an amazing guitarist. He's Russian, I believe. But I do like to play music. I wonder if I'd get in trouble if I played a little bit of his stuff. I wonder. Let's see if I can get in trouble for this.
Holy shit, these things are rad. Nice and roomy, but they don't fall off.
Oh
Come
my
on.
god. You guys.
Ads, that's another thing I want to get away from that. guy's an amazing guitar player. This kid is. Just his style. Yeah, he does this tuning thing up here, and now he's blocking some strings with this thing. Look at his frets. These are really good frets. Playing with tuning knobs like that. Pretty impressive there, Alexander. All right, yeah, so these guys, the main preacher over here, I kind of like his sermons. I listen to him. This Pastor Jeff dude, to get my spiritual thing kicking, I listen to these guys, Calvary Bible Church. He did a recent deal about the full armor of God. I thought it was pretty good. Now, the music and then some of his guest speakers, I'm not too amped on, nor the backdrop, or even if there is some symbolism in there, but his messages I think are pretty neat. Dr. Mindy Pelz. Now, this lady is all about the keto diet, and she's kind of more focused on women and menopause and this and that, but she talks about fasting and the gut biome, and some of her information is actually pretty right on and good. I like it, and it needs to be. Wow, that's really loud. Oh, it'd be cool if she kind of focused more in on men, but I mean, she's got some good information out there. Yeah. This is a van life thing, just lick and riff. That's guitar, another van life guy. Truth Stream Media. These guys do some incredible research. This documentary they did, The Minds of Men, crazy long, 3 hours and 42 minutes. I think it goes a little far. Not that it's not in depth enough. It's just too much for me. But there are other little videos that they do around here. So here's 148, 1140. I mean, these guys are great researchers, good truthers, and they really don't push their religious faith on there too much, but you can kind of tell that they're definitely Christian. So interesting stuff there. Interesting stuff with the Truth Stream Media. The way that they present it, and their videos are well done. They speak really well. They're educated, and I give them. I like to watch them. I think they're legit too. Wilderness Innovation. If you cats are into some good quality American-made type of gear, this guy is like on the cutting edge, and he goes out into some extreme conditions with his own gear. So, I would condone his stuff. I have a few of them. He's got these cool ponchos that are really neat. Really neat, actually. They serve as a few different things. You can take those ponchos, and I have a couple of them. They work really well as a poncho. You can button it up. He's got them made so you can take the poncho and turn it into a hammock, turn it into a shelter. He's got them made out of different types of material, and he's always experimenting with the different materials. Stays on the cutting edge of materials. And there was a new one that was out that's super strong and lightweight. I can't remember the name of it. I kind of been out of it a little bit just because I'm not really backpacking or doing the gear thing that much, since I'm living out of my van at the moment. But this stuff's pretty good. Stuff is definitely pretty good. Worth watching because he gets out there. I've seen him take his quilt and his poncho in the snowstorm and spend the night in there with like a little candle sitting in his lap. I thought that was pretty neat. Here's another guitar player, Josh Turner. This young man is an incredible musician, just incredible. It's next level. That is where the world's coming to. Some of these young kids coming up talking about next level musicianship, singing, knowledge of music. This kid is really amazing. As far as all-around musician, he plays a bunch of different instruments, incredible on guitar, sings really well, writes good songs. Some of his stuff is fantastic. Here's another website or another channel, No More News 2. He had to have a backup channel because of censorship. Adam Green, I believe his name is, and he's kind of on it, man. He's showing a lot of different little things. He talks about a lot of the anti-Semitism things, and it makes a lot of sense. He's got some good interviews on there. Yeah, so if you guys are really wanting to see who's running the world in the Zionist anti-Semitism type of point of view, man, you should check him out. He talks really well, and he knows his stuff for sure. All right. Not sure about this channel or even why I'm subbed to it. Oh, yeah. So this was a little kid from India who talks about the fluoridation in water and fight for our future, stop the loot of the land. Yeah, it was pretty interesting. He was kind of talking about, I guess he watched Richie from Boston and wanted to do his own thing. He's kind of speaking out. So we'll pass up a couple. Go to ODD, talk about a flat earther. This guy's a main spokesperson for the flat earth movement, and he has reached out to some of the main guys to do a discussion with him on the geocentric earth, and not too many people take him up on it, which is I find interesting. He also is a rapper, got some good raps on there, good musician. Got some great points about about what he stands for. He's also really into the whole awakening in truth movement also. So ODD is a great channel to watch. And even if you're not in the school of flat earth, it's something really to consider, It really is, because there is I don't know what school I'm in, but man, I question everything. And some of the points they bring up here that can't be proved otherwise are pretty interesting. Red Tabber. Oh, okay. So this is just a guitar stuff. How I learned to play guitar. The Juice Media. These guys. I've been following these guys for a long time. They had another rapper on there, and some of his older videos are really great. He keeps pumping them out. He's out of Australia, and the video style he does is just really good. Top notch stuff. Very entertaining, in an entertaining way for sure. Entertaining. So then we have Thomas Delure. Now this guy is all about weight loss and keto, and he talks about bloating. He gets really into the science behind it, which I find interesting. He breaks stuff down pretty technical terms, which is good. Which is really good. If you want to get into that aspect, it kind of leads you to believe that what he's saying is more legit than not. Yeah, so this one's been terminated. We don't need a plain truth. See, this is about the censorship. So that's kind of interesting. See, I don't really go over here too much anymore. Ben Gravy. So this cat, I've been watching him for a while, just for entertainment value. Surfer, he just got through surfing his 50th state. He's surfed all 50 states. He's a New Jersey boy. And he's got his little van here. He's got it all set up. And, pretty entertaining. So this is the Bob dude on Cheap RV Living. These are, who's this kid? Oh, okay, yeah, just another RV guy. Met him in Port Townsend in a van meetup. So the Corbett report. Excuse me. Corbett report. Yeah. Every now and then I'll tune in on him. I mean, I like the way he talks. He's a good researcher. I think it's got some good info out there. He doesn't really press in any type of agenda except for trying to expose his view of the truth, which is pretty right on. Again, here's W7. He's got a couple channels out there. Crossroad Kids. I like to watch some of these to see what they're trying to press onto the kids today, even on a Christian point of view. Pretty interesting. Again, Dabu's solid news info guy, bringing it to you. He just had something very interesting happen the other day, and that was where he was showing the shekel before they cut it has an image of the Dark Lord on it, which was pretty far out. Actually, he was exposing that on DLive last night. Pretty interesting, eye-opening stuff. Daily Renegade. So this cat's pretty good, but man, there's just the Peck Report, too many commercials for me, way over commercialized, but his information's out there. Yeah. Dana Ashley. She has a great presentation, super good researcher again, and very thorough, talks well, good presentation. I would highly recommend it. And she's really about the 5G stuff, as you can see here. And she's got her little house there all fairly protected, Faraday caged up. And, good info about that, where 5G's coming and what's it going to do. It's going to, it's basically like radiation. Oh my gosh. I need more coffee. Dreamside Out, another van life for End Times Production. I don't follow him too much. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I do. Now, this cat, he's a young guy. He used to be really anti-Christian, and then now he's coming back. I think he was almost borderline Satanist, now totally converted and trying to do his due diligence to expose the truth in a biblical way. So, yeah, he's got some good videos out there. Yeah, but he repeats a lot of his old videos. He'll make a good video, then he repeats them every now and then. This one is about a 420 church, about a weed church in Colorado. Face Like the Sun. These guys talk all over the spectrum, all about tech. They're really smart millennials, Christian-based, and I would highly recommend their channel. He did Deception, Age of Deceit, that's what it is. These videos right here, even though they're long, packed full of good knowledge. They keep you engaged and on it, totally on it. If you guys want to awaken to the reality of today's world, I would highly recommend checking out the Age of Deceit series that he has here on Face Like the Sun channel, and then also his recent videos. He really pulls it all together, and they're kind of more into the tech part of everything. They talk about Elon Musk, about his Neuralace that's coming up, and transhumanism, robotics, AI. They go into a lot of different stuff, but more on the kind of the techie side of it, which is cool. I like that part about it. Herbs Plus Bread, not a super big channel, but this guy is talking about being targeted and about the nano that we're ingesting that's getting sprayed out into space. So, yeah, if you guys are looking for some alternative healing principles, this guy may have some answers for you, for sure. In Truth by Grace, another great informant, another researcher who is spreading the truth. She's got some good information here. Definitely. She was kind of really getting into the fires of California that happened, and then how things were just incinerated, right? Like, how can a wildfire incinerate metal and blocks of cars and houses, and then the trees right next to them still be green? Is targeted. Yeah, that was almost like an attack. And there's her other. She's got two of them, 2 channels here. And carry on. Jamie O'Brien, a surfer, crazy nut there on the North Shore, just doing antics in the ocean. But you got to watch out. He does some crazy stuff, though, man. Almost died at Pipe. Yeah. Oh, we went over Josh Turner guitar. I guess he's got another channel here. Jesse Smith. This cat is like an Australian dude, and if you're into blues and harmonica, he likes playing these funky. He's like a one-man band type of deal. Good harmonica player though, for sure. No More News. Here's their main channel that was going to get taken down. That's why he did a backup, but he is back up and rolling, and he is talking about Alex Jones caught lying about the Epstein network, anti-white conspiracy theory, and yeah, he really gets deep into that stuff and has some good interviews and people coming on. Nicholson 1968. Talk about a cat who's on it. Yeah, he talks about 5G, but his whole thing is transhumanism, big time, and he's been talking about that for a long time. Brings it back to a prophetic type style, and where's he going to go with it, man? Or where does he go with it? His idea is basically that that is kind of going to be the end game. It's when you merge with the machine. What is the mark of the beast? Is when you willingly send your soul to be uploaded into the Borg, where you just like totally get plugged in. It's going to be the mark. And he could have something to that there, which I wouldn't doubt. Anything is possible. So these are just some other backup channels of the same thing. Here's On Point Preparedness. Oh, the Experience channel. Don't really watch this one too much, but it looks like it's kind of a nature channel. Not sure why I'm sub to it, but yeah, pretty cool. The Truth is Stranger Than Fiction. This guy is this is a great channel altogether. That's all I can say about it. This guy, he's very smart. He speaks very articulate, got a great vocabulary, straightforward, a good mindset, and he just brings it all together. And when somebody of that kind of caliber of thought and education in speech, it makes me kind of perk up and go, what's he really talking about here? And he kind of brings it all together really well, packages all really good. My only problem is his intros and his outros are kind of loud and long. He likes music. I like music too, but I think the audio is a little loud on them, and they're kind of long. I wish you'd get right into it. And then Three Hearts Church. I mean, if you guys are looking for a truth ministry, this lady brings it all together about what is happening in the world today. Doesn't cut no bones, comes straight at it. And yeah, I condone this ministry 100%. So she gets into like vaccines and child sacrifice, corruption in the government, targeting, Freemasonry, Mandela effect, the JFK reptilian technology. You know, all these, I mean, she is on it and into a ministry. Why doesn't other churches bring that? Disney, Hollywood, the Sabbath, false flags. Another big one, Mark of the Beast, mind control, baptism in the Holy Spirit. Getting how everybody's talking about, you know, the different names of God and Jesus. And we speak English, so we just say Jesus, you know. About music. This one's I have trouble with because I love to play different types of music, and I get it, man. Ark of the Covenant, Jesus. A big one she really goes over, which a lot of people don't think of, is holidays. This one. Yeah. I would highly recommend you guys watch this series on holidays and the research she put into it. That is super eye-opening. DLive, limit is, okay, all right. 404 limit streaming Minecraft. All right, Minecraft, even that. And so that's basically kind of what I had here. I wanted to show you guys. Get some info here. There's always, but even like Google is getting real censored nowadays. So, yeah. Who was doing that? It was these guys. If you want to see if there is an agenda to actually the Google searches, it was, let's see if we can find it. Where was it? TrueStream Media. Yeah, these guys did a great video on just that. Checking out the censorship, or actually the agenda. They're trying to push an agenda with Google in the search engine. Did they bury beyond censorship? The myth of unbiased. Oh, here it is. The myth of unbiased search engines. 4 months ago. This one's pretty interesting. So she took a couple terms. She typed them into the different search engines out there. And then every time Google had a twist on it. It wouldn't be just like what your normal search engine would be. It would like have this kind of push to it for something else, an agenda, and you can plainly see it. But anyhow, well, I just wanted to bring that to you guys real quick. Hopefully you enjoyed this. If you guys are awake and wanted to broaden your mind and your knowledge of the world we live in today, and that is it. That being said, I'm going to sign off, and we'll catch you guys on the flip side. So have a great day.